back. And actually, it's been back for a couple weeks now. I'm going to go over what happened up at the dealership when we took it in. But yeah, it's been back for a couple weeks. Things have just, life gets in the way, right? I had a lot of work to do on my daughter's Jeep, house things to take care of, regular work to take care of. So it's been a while since I've been able to actually come out and do a project on the old van here. But we're ready. We're ready again. We got some stuff waiting in the wings to install. I'll get to what we're going to install today. But first, let's talk about this whole heater problem, okay? Luckily, again, this was covered under warranty. Thank goodness. When I went to pick it up, I wanted to ask the service tech or the service representative, like, hey, how much would this have been if this hadn't been covered under warranty? But they were really busy. The guy wasn't even there. We just picked it up, and the hour and a half drive back to home here. But here's what they did. Okay, so I'll show you this. You should be seeing this on the screen so you can read for yourself also. Connected SDS and battery charger and did a quick test and had faults for 10A207. The actuator motor for the left blend air flap has a malfunction. Okay, there is a mechanical fault. Then followed guided testing and went into actuations and was unable to actuate center flap, then removed glove box and removed center flap actuator motor and tested, found it actuating, then tried to manually move center flap and could not move flap. So it was actuating, but they couldn't manually move it, okay? Then drained AC system, not sure why, and removed dash. This is the expensive part. The service rep had told me they had to take the whole dash out. Removed dash, fully inspected flap, and now fan flap moving without binding. Oh, then reassembled dash and refilled AC and tested actuator motor again and found it not spinning. So this is what's so frustrating about this. So even on this, you can tell, okay, I tested it, it worked. Try something else, it doesn't work. Test it again in this mode, it worked. Not working, okay? Then replaced actuator motor and teached in new motor, maybe that's a typo, normalized and found proper movement, reinstalled glove box, tested heat, found normal function. So, warranty, distributor H stepper motor, and other stuff here. Anyway, so it's been working great. It's still been cold here in Georgia, even though we're in rain heavy last night. This is early April right now. Heater's been working great. AC has been working great. So they did fix it. But yeah, it was up there. They had it for about a week and a half, and which was a lot quicker than I thought. He had said it was going to be a while because it's a big job. So again, not really sure what this would have cost, but I have a feeling it would be big. Thank goodness. I'm still under mileage, and the guy said I still have several months, like 3 or 4 months left on the warranty. So that's really good. And I'm well under 36,000 miles still. I'm at like 31.5. So if anything goes wrong, hopefully it goes wrong soon. I can get it back up there. But so far, everything else she's been running great. Been driving it to and from work and everything like that. So let's talk now about what we're going to do today. We're going to be cutting some more holes in the van. We have a vent fan. And I know what some of you are thinking who have watched videos on this. Hey guy, how come this isn't a Max fan? Well, I didn't want a Max fan. Max fans they look super sweet, don't get me wrong, but they're also really kind of expensive. We've had other bills coming in. This one was $150. Frankly, also, between me and you, I like the blue. This came with a remote to open up the lid. It's supposed to also be rain sensing, so if it rains, the lid will close up all by itself. We'll see. Um, but I test fit, or I didn't fit it, but I hooked my wiring up to my van wiring, ran through the remote earlier. It was working great. So now I'm ready, I think, to get up there and cut some holes in the van. Now, before I got up there and started cutting holes, previously I got up there on the ladder and saw that it was so dirty. I decided to wash the van first. And what a pain and sketchy. I was on my 8-foot ladder trying to reach over, slippery, water. I did it. I didn't fall off, but it was pretty sketchy. And it was so dirty up there. I think you're seeing the video right now, probably. It's so dirty up there. I had to get it done. Went ahead and washed the rest of it, cleaned the wheels and everything. Feels a lot better to have that done. But anyway, I wanted that washed. So let me bring you in here real quick and show you where we're going to be installing it, and then we'll take you up top and show you where we're going to be cutting the hole and where it's going to be going in up top. So here is where we're going to be putting it. You can see I have max fan. I should have just put fan because I didn't get a max fan, but I don't care. The round dealie is where we're going to be putting it. I had ran the wires. I had ran the wires before. Here they are. Those are hooked into my 8 auxiliary switch unit up here. Literally it says fan. That's going to be for this fan. So that's where she's going to be, right up here. I read literally just this morning, I started freaking out. It's like, did I run the wires to the right place? And apparently, if you have a factory option, this is where it would go. So this is like the perfect place for it. And we'll see why, because there's ridges on the top. There's no ridges here, so it should fit in here just fine. And again, already wired for it and everything. So I just need to kind of figure out where to put it up in here with the template and call it good. Let's go up top. And here's where it's going to be going, right up top. So basically that circle will be gone, and it's about a 14 by a 14. And I think I'll actually be able to lean over without having to get on the roof and cut that thing out. Well, I tell you what, right out of the gate, I got her pretty well centered. 47 from that seam over there, 47 from there, about 2 inches from that seam right there. And look along the back, it looks good. So we're ready to go. I cut away some edges here. So I'll do a pilot hole right there, each corner, do those 4 holes. Then I'll go to the roof and with the Sharpie, make a square and start cutting. Alrighty, there's our 4 holes that will start the jigsaw. Something hopefully resembling a square, or hopefully close enough. I'll get up there with the template and make sure it's all good. Now let's get up on the roof. Well, we've run into our first problem. You see where I need to cut. However, that opening is just what the fan recesses into. The actual edge of it goes beyond here. So I'm going to have to build this area up because these 2 ridges are going to be in the way of the fan sitting flush right here. So I need to build this up. So I need to make a run and get some like 1.5 inch wide aluminum or something like that to put underneath the fan so that it basically is raising it up and out of the way. Because it can't be interfering with that. I can't have the edge of the fan go over. I'm going to go ahead and cut this out and I'll show you what I mean. So you can see the obvious problem we're having here. It's sitting on top of that ridge, and the nose of it is hitting the front of that ridge a little bit, and on the other side it's hitting the ridge too. So I need to build that up And let's see. Yeah, I'll have to measure that out, but I think if I build that up with some aluminum and just caulk the heck out of it. So inside here we're looking pretty good. That's why I like that blue tint on the top. I didn't really have to enlarge the hole at all. It fits in there great. But as I mentioned before, the problem is up top. And right there, of course, you can see the problem. We've got a good sized gap here. It's resting on that ridge. So I need to build that up. Let's see. At least, what is that? A quarter of an inch? Probably a little bit more. So I need to go about a quarter of an inch because the holes also to zip it in are right there, and it goes around. So next step, get some aluminum and build that up a little bit. All right, went and got the aluminum. The side I'm cutting about 17 inches. Do another one. Looking good. Well, I bought 1.5 inch white aluminum. Really only needs to be about 1 inch in order to fit into the fan up there. So I'm having to cut it down, even though I could have bought enough 1 inch to do it. But I made life difficult on myself. Not good. Gonna cut, get it up there. Okay, about an hour and a half later. This is not pretty at all. However, I feel pretty confident that it's going to be watertight. I'm going to caulk the heck out of it. I also have some uh, RV roof waterproof tape along the way that I'll put on and then caulk over that. It'll look a lot prettier when I'm all done with it. So anyway, everything fits. Everything is pretty good tolerance. So I'm going to go ahead and caulk these things down, then caulk the top, put the fan in, and then go ahead and start zipping it in the screws around everything, making sure not to do it too tight, because if I go too tight, I'll definitely crack the plastic that's a part of the fan right there. So, let's get started here. The caulk I'm using says for professional use only, so that means it has to be good. There we go. Looking good. And this will all tighten up once I start zipping everything in. It'll be fine. I'll keep telling myself that. I have no idea what I'm doing. Everything is sticking to me. It's really annoying. I don't like this. This has been a much bigger pain in the butt than I thought it was going to be. But hey, everything's okay. Oh, that's not going to go. There we go. That looks pretty good right there. Okay. Looking good. So let me just go around a nice big fat bead here. I am a little worried about those corners, but I'll deal with that later. It's looking good. When in doubt, over caulk. There we go. It made a nice good squish when it went down, so that feels good. Looks good on the inside there. She's well seated. Okay. Gonna put one in each corner. Why? Because those are the ones I can get to right now. All right, everybody, it's the next day, and let me show you where I left it yesterday. We got the caulking done around the fan. Let me show you here. So got a good thick bead shoved underneath there. Got dirty. It's been very windy here. So I'm going to clean up around this area, and I already see a gap that I missed right there. Not sure if you can see it. So I need to get in there, kind of fill that in, and then we are going to go around the whole edge of it with this, the RV sealant tape. I've been trying to see if I should use this with caulk or not. It says on the back here, do not use the tape with mineral spirits, okay, or waterproof materials, including benzene, carbonyl ethyl silicone. And I don't know, does that refer to caulk, or they just don't want it to stick on top of there? If you know, leave a comment. I really don't know. I need to do some more research. I'm going to go and put it up now, and if I go in and go around the edges of it with caulk, we'll do something like that. So let's get started on this. My first impressions of this tape are pretty good. That stuff is sticky. Even the sides of it were sticking to my shirt as I was bringing it up here. So I think it should work pretty good. I'm just trying to get this as clean as I can. I'll run a strip this way, then I'll go that way and around. Problem is I'm having a hard time keeping up with the wind blowing stuff up here. I'm also not happy with the height difference here too. I mean, there's like probably half an inch. So luckily this stuff is 4 inches wide. It's going to cover a lot, but anyway, it is what it is, right? Never done this before, so I think I will run some white silicone like around the edge of it and stuff like that. We'll see. Oh Jesus, look, see how it's stuck to that? Yikes. So let's see, I think I'll go to here. There. That looks about right. Looks good enough. All right. Oh, geez. I mean, this stuff is sticking everywhere. So I'm going to get it up and over those screw heads. I am not super happy. It doesn't, because of all the ridges, it's not laying really flat. But it is what it is. I'm just going to, kind of keep putting it down. Again, I think this is going to be okay. I mean, I've got it sealed all the way around, a nice sandwich of caulk. I'm just putting this on top really just as just kind of for triple protection, basically. I think it'll be okay. I guess we'll find out. And of course, I'll keep you updated as we keep going. Let me clean up this back area over here. So I've taped off around the unit where I was doing everything else. And I'm just going to go ahead and put a bead right up next to the tape. So I've got a bead of silicone going on the top of the tape and on the bottom of the tape. It just feels like the right thing to do. Just one extra kind of layer of protection. Okay, everybody. Nothing says I've never done this before and I don't really know what I'm doing other than this install job up top. It looks horrible. I am not happy with it at all. The real test will be to see if it works or not, obviously. Got to let all this stuff dry. Luckily, we've had some good weather in Georgia here. Not supposed to rain. I will know pretty quick if there's any leaks. I don't think it's going to leak, but I'm just not happy with how it looks. It just does not look good. Let's put it that way. It doesn't look good. Will it be good enough to keep the water out? I think so, but time will tell. Let's take you inside and show you what's going on with this thing, though. So here's what she looks like on the inside, and I'm pretty happy about this. I really do kind of like the blue tint. That's one of the main reasons I got this unit. I really do like that. It looks pretty good on the inside. I was kind of checking I don't know. I guess I'll have to drive it to see if I get any kind of bounce and to know if I need to put some kind of support in running from here over to here to see if it's bouncing or anything. But it seems pretty secure and stable right now. Let me turn on all my stuff. Hit the master switch down here. Here's the fan. Grab the remote. So it came with this cool remote. I just got it cobbled together right now. So I can hit lid up, and there it goes. Lid's going up. Looks very nice. And then I can hit inhale or exhale. So inhale must mean sucking air in, I guess. Let's see. Yep, just sped up. That's 3. Here comes hurricane mode. Ooh, that's very nice. Very nice. I like that. Then I'll hit fan stop. And then we've got exhaust, force unlock. No idea what that is. Power on, power off. I told you before too, it's supposed to be rain sensing, and I think I saw a little sensor up there. So we'll see if that works. But now I just close my lid down. There we go. There we go. So far, with the performance of it, I'm quite happy with this unit. Just the install was not what I had in mind. So there you have it. My first vent fan install. What went wrong? What went right? And I'm tired and achy. First of all, I do like the unit. I don't know if a real Max fan would have fit in that area of the roof better so that I didn't have to worry about those ridges. What went horribly wrong with this is me having to use that aluminum to build that up, to raise it up, because it wouldn't fit in those ridges in there. That was by far the worst thing. And I bought the wrong width, and then I got lazy. I didn't want to run to Home Depot again. I just cut it down. That was a mess. If the Max fan does fit in there, you know, with the totality of its dimensions, then I would do the Max fan. This took 3 times as long because, again, it did not fit perfectly in that space up there. And again, I have no knowledge of a Max fan or other ones that they fit, because I spent, you know, like $65 in aluminum that I had to cut down to get it to fit. And of course my own labor on it, which was ridiculous. again, made it not a very fun install. Again, first time I've ever done it though. If I was to do it again, now I know better and I could do it a lot quicker. I'm glad I did this first rather than tackling the air conditioning that we're going to be putting on the roof rather than tackling that first. I should have gone to, and I did. I've been on the website, the DIYvan.com. There's a guy on there, I can't remember his name, but has all sorts of adapter plates and everything to fit AC units and vent fans. Again, I went with this generic vent fan, so I don't even know if he makes something to fit it. Who knows? But that's obviously what was the most difficult part of this whole install. Definitely I'm going to be going to this guy, DIYvan.com, to get all the adapters. He makes adapters that fit over the ridges in the roof so that the AC unit fits right on top. That should be really slick. So definitely going to get that in the future. But anyway, it's installed. I, of course, will keep you up to date on whether or not it leaks or if it breaks or anything. I hope it doesn't, because getting it out now would be really a chore, I think, with all the, I mean, so much caulk up there and holding it together. So the materials I used, I was seeing all sorts of different things online. I just used regular silicone. I used some generic urethane that I had around to caulk it all together. Who knows if it was good stuff or not. Pretty impressed with the tape. We'll see how that holds up. Anyway, I'll keep you all up to date. But thanks for tuning in. Sorry I'm getting long-winded here. I'm tired. So we'll see you next time. Appreciate it. Like and subscribe. Thanks.